All right, here we go. The League of Extraordinary Fangirls. Hi, guys. All right, so I'm so glad you're here with us. Whatchamacallit? Our topic for today is movies. Yeah, so I know this summer I've been watching a lot of movies. We have Lena and we have Krusty, Meow Yin and Krusty here. Do you guys see a lot of movies?
Yes, yes, I do. I love me some movies.
I do not.
Oh,
I kind of don't. In a nutshell.
okay. Well, maybe this whole hour will just be me fangirling about Ghostbusters.
I'm just here as a sponge to learn everything.
Oh man. Okay. So, well, movies. Did you get burned or something, Krusty? That's the reason why you don't watch a lot of movies, or
Get burned?
yeah, did you get burned like this is a waste of my life, I'm never gonna sit in the theater ever again, type of
No.
thing?
It's just it kind of feels weird sitting in a room with like tens of strangers for 2 hours looking up. You know what I mean? It's a weird experience for me, and I kind of get bored. Just sitting there.
Mm.
I suck. This is why I have no friends or a social life.
Oh no, you have lots of.
No, I mean, it makes sense. Like, one thing that I actually just started getting used to this year is I would get to the movie theater, and if it's like, I like to sit in front of all the crowd, so I feel like I'm the only person in there. And so if I hear somebody laughing behind, I'm like, wait, what are you doing in here? Like, it's supposed to be just in me. But I understand the feeling of sitting there with a bunch of strangers, like, yeah. But I like movies, so I just try to ignore it.
Well, I'm a movie buff by osmosis. My husband's a big super movie buff, and through him, well, especially this year, I've pretty much seen almost like every big blockbuster thing to this year. So, uh, I personally got burned, and I watched a movie when I was younger called Baby's Day Out, and it made me not ever want to watch a movie ever again. Like, why did I spend $10 on this? But this year has been a pretty good year for movies. I think so. I mean, Marvel and DC have been both bringing their A game on here. Did you guys see
Yeah.
any of the Marvel and DC movies?
I think so far I've seen all of them. I'm trying to think of one I didn't see that I wanted to. But I think of all of the Marvel and DC movies, I've seen all of them. Like, I saw it was movies like, I still haven't gone to see Ghostbusters, and I know that it's like falling out of the movie theaters, and I'm just like, I need to see it, but I just haven't made time for it. And I wanted to see, like, it was a kids movie that I wanted to see. Finding Dory. I didn't go see Finding Dory, and I'm sad that I didn't get to see it. So it's some movies that I'm just like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see it. They come sold out, or Life, and I'm just like, damn it.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I did not see Finding Dory either. A couple of years ago, or was it last year? There was this movie called Interstellar, and it was like the best movie. But I waited until it was at the dollar show, to see this movie, and I was kicking myself. I think that was a turning point for me because that movie was so good. It was so I was crying. It was so good, and it was just the quality of the broadcast. I mean, it was. I wish I saw it like in IMAX or something because it was such a good movie.
That was the one with the astronaut dude and his kid, right?
Yes, yes, with the ash, with the dust and everything. Yes, yeah, yeah.
Before, I was strictly like a Disney and Pixar person. I wasn't going to the movies for anything else. But my husband is a movie buff, so I think since him and I met, we in the first year, I've seen a movie, period, like the most time in my entire life. Like this is how bad it is. Like I just don't watch movies unless they're Disney or Pixar. And let me see. I did see Finding Dory, and it was amazing. It was like super nostalgic kick. It felt so good. You know, they had kids in the theater, and I was like, shut your kids up. I don't want to hear any of that. This is my time. Y'all don't deserve this moment. That's pretty much how I felt about Dory.
Stop stealing my shine.
He's crying in the back. I'm like, shut your kid up. Take him out. No. I didn't see Ghostbusters as well. I really want to see it, but
oh my gosh, you guys have to see it. You have to see. As much as I talk about Ghostbusters, as much as I preach like it's the new coming, you know, like it was really good. It's the movie since Aliens where it was a girl, not girl, sorry, X that. It was a woman being a badass without having her titties everywhere. Like the first time being a badass without being, hey boys, nothing. It was just, it was wow. I mean, yeah, it's Ghostbusters. You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna find some ghosts, blah blah blah. But the way they go about it, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. The humor was on point. Leslie Jones and the one who played what you call it? I'm having a brain fart here. The one who played gosh,
Melissa?
huh?
Melissa McCarthy?
No, not her. McKinnon. She played a Ghostbuster that had curly hair and steampunk glasses. Her. She was funny, and Leslie Jones. Those two really, really surprised me. Leslie Jones, man, I really enjoyed her performance. She was really good. She was really good.
That's what I want to see, like, because I hear that from so many people that she did an awesome job, and because honestly, at first I didn't think it was going to be like that, but from other people's reviews, she did a pretty good job. So I'm just like, I want to see, because, you know.
I mean, what was refreshing, without spoiling anything, what was refreshing about her performance was that she could be herself and yet not be a character. Like she didn't have to conform into becoming a super nerd and something who she wasn't. I mean, it was clearly her personality, her vernacular, the way she talks, the way she expresses herself, and she was a contributor, and she was smart, and in the movie she demonstrated why she was there. It's not like she just showed up like blah blah blah. No, she actually.
You guys need a black person in the movie, like not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like she just walked in like, hey, diversity. No, she actually. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, so it wasn't that, and I appreciated that. I was blown. The writing was very smart. It's very, guys, please see this movie, please. I had to ask you.
It's on the list.
Yeah,
it's on the list. I literally need to get it done in the next week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I literally, people have think I've been like a crazy woman because I've been pushing. Oh, Holtzman, that's the Ghostbuster. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Holtzman. Yeah, so I have a friend who acts like the character Holtzman in the movie. And the first time I saw this movie like 3 times already. The first time I saw this movie, I called my friend up and I was like, hey, you're in this movie. You need to see this movie. You didn't tell me you were casted in this movie. So, and from there, she started like become kind of like crazy talking about this movie too. So I guess, I don't know. It's good. It's good. It was a breath of fresh air. So I'm glad it's on your list. I'll be bugging you guys in the next few days. So yes.
Please do, because I need to get it done.
Yeah. You said something, Kirsty, about Finding Dory and kids being in the movie theater. Recently, there's another animated film called Sausage Party.
Oh. Oh boy.
Yeah.
No. is kind of ridiculous. First I didn't plan on seeing it because I hate Seth Rogen. I hate his voice. I hate his face. I hate his jokes. Like I hate everything about him. But I was one of those people who when they first released the trailer, I was like, wow, okay, this is a cute movie. You know, further along the trailer, you'd be like, what is going on? That's pretty much what happened to me. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll give this movie a chance. It is animated, and I don't miss out on animated movies, so I'll take the leap. I've seen it twice, so it's pretty funny.
Why you saw it twice? Seriously?
I saw it twice. Because the second time, my friends were on a ship. Well, they're in the Navy, so they were on a ship for about 2 weeks, and they missed it. But the first time I watched it, I was sitting next to a teenage boy and his father, and I could not stop just like looking over like, oh, and the boy was just like, he was so embarrassed, and I was like, this feels so good to me, feeling this embarrassment. I was just like drinking it up. It made the movie like better for me. It made the movie so much better for me. So, good movie. And if you guys watch that movie, I pray that you have a child in the theater.
And your prayers were answered when I watched that movie because there was a bunch of kids in the theater, and the first thing I heard after a little bit into the movie, I don't know what you call that, the minutes into the movie, I just heard, oh hell no, cover your eyes. And I was just like, instead of leaving, whoever was behind me, can you imagine this kid was like watching this movie like they didn't leave. They didn't leave the movie theater.
That was how I felt watching Watchmen with my parents. I was just like, oh boy. So I could imagine it, but I would not want to be in that situation ever again. Ever again.
Oh man, that movie makes Deadpool look, tame.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I need to.
Seriously, Deadpool, the next G-rated movie. I was just like, how is this not? How are these vegetables not N17 or NC17 or whatever other rating there is?
Oh my god, I was not expecting the level of just pure raunchiness in the movie. No, so MK Pryor says, if you've seen the Team America sex scene, it was light compared to Sausage Party. Yeah.
Oh god.
It was. And the Team America sex scene was also really bad for puppets. I remember watching it and I was like, am I supposed to I don't know. I don't like how I'm feeling about puppets right now. That's how I felt about a taco and a hot dog.
It's like carbs everywhere, man.
I know. Oh, jeez. I really recommend Sausage Party.
Yes, I actually asked you before I saw it if I should see it, and that's what you said. Yes, yes,
yes.
I was like, Crystal, Krusty, should I see this movie? And you were like, yes, you should go see it.
I told you guys before, my friend was driving, she was driving us, and she was in the car. She was like, I heard bad things about this movie. Please tell me there aren't people masturbating with food. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. And I was like, ew, gross. That wouldn't be in the movie. after we got out of the theater, she was like, that was so much worse. And you didn't warn me.
Misdirection. Oh, I love it.
Well, she kind of did the same to me with Game of Thrones. Remember after Ned got his head chopped?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, he wouldn't die. He's the main character, right? She was like, yeah, don't worry about it. He won't die. And then I didn't talk to her for like 2 days. It was like the perfect payback for me. I've been waiting like 3 years for this payback, so I think it's well deserved.
If someone remembers, Krusty remembers.
I remember.
That's dedication. That's dedication.
I save it. I put it in a folder. It's gonna be back there forever.
Oh,
well, Okay, after Sausage Party, I mean, literally, I knew it was bad. I just didn't think it'd be that. I didn't think they would take it there. They took it there. Um, this isn't really a movie, but it's another thing that surprised me that took it there. Did you guys, if you guys have Netflix, did you guys see the comedy special of Ali Wong?
Okay.
No, yes.
Okay, who said no? Who said yes?
I say yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
I
I,
you've
love
seen
it.
it. What did you think of
Yeah.
it? I mean, I didn't.
I was laughing my ass off the whole time. That's all I can really say. It was just, it was great.
Okay.
It was just great, and I kind of want to watch it again now. I might watch it after this cast.
and the fact that she was just pregnant on stage doing her thing, I was like, she better than me because I couldn't stand that long.
Oh my gosh, she did a bunch of stuff while on that stage. I was like, oh,
Yes.
oh, baby, don't fall out. What? Yeah.
Yeah, she was on the move the whole time. She was just this way and that way, and I was like, oh.
I'd be in a wheelchair if I was her.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
pushing
mean,
those little electric carts when we go to Target.
yeah. I was so shocked. Like I was really shocked. Like no one. First off, I've never seen a pregnant comedian on stage, and then second, aside from Margaret Cho, I don't know any other like big name Asian American women that are comedians. So she's the writer for Fresh Off the Boat, I think too. So
Oh,
uh,
Oh
yes,
wow.
yes. Yeah, I thought it was the actress, but no, she's the writer. She's behind all the funniness there. But yeah, she was pretty raw. I mean, I thought Eddie Murphy just put on an Asian woman costume or something, was just talking. 'Cause I did not believe half the things that came out of her mouth. Like wow. I watched it like 4 times. The first time I saw it, I was like that was just my face.
like, oh my.
I asked my family members, my cousins and my brother and stuff, if they saw her, and they were like, "Yeah, she's so unladylike." All I heard when I was talking to them was dishonor. I was like, because seriously, she just brings it like a whole new level, like a whole new level. I applaud her. I really do. Ali Wong, if you're watching this, seriously, you're my hero because I couldn't do half the shit you did on stage. You're awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty badass. Yeah, Kirsty, you gotta watch her. It's a little surprising. A little
Well,
surprising.
I tried to show my husband, and for the people who know, my husband is Asian as well, and he like didn't get most of the jokes. What was the part? She was talking about like having sex with a dolphin because she was like,
Yeah.
he was like, but I have body hair, and I was like, shut up, Tommy. He's like, but what? But shut up, Tommy. Just stop talking. You're ruining it for me.
He's probably like, what kind of dolphin am I? I'm not.
God, I'm like, please stop. But I have body hair. Okay, go to sleep.
Well, you got one of those like Central Asians, like the
Yeah,
yeah.
they're the different kinds.
Yeah, but it's okay. We all eat rice. They still count. It's cool. So
No,
yeah, really.
yeah,
So,
they're the non-rice, non-soy sauce eating Asians.
what?
Yeah.
I see. I don't even know what defines like Asian. I usually thought it was just rice, like it may be in different forms, but we have rice. Cause like I remember in college, we would always talk about Asian pride. My my East Asians and my Southeast Asians, and then the South Asians, like the like Indians and stuff. They're like, we're Asian too, and we'd be like, really? Like we didn't we didn't know. We're like, really? And then they were like, yeah, see, it says South right here, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh,
so
well, this is awkward.
yeah, yeah.
I remember walking in Disney World with like one of my dad's old girlfriends, and we were in, I think it was like the Asian part of
Okay.
Disney World, and they had Indian Bollywood dancers, and she was like, "Wait, if we're in India, why are there,
Oh God.
like, if we're in Asia, why are there Indian dancers here?" And I was like, "Oh
Wow.
my God." I was like, "You're a flight attendant. You travel
Oh, that makes
the
it
world.
worse. Oh no.
You travel the world. What are you
Oh,
doing?"
wow. When you say the Asian part, you talking about like Epcot Center where it's like the whole world and there's a golf ball right there?
I think that was the one. We were
Yes.
walking around all the little, continents. And she was like, "We're in
Yes.
Asia," and I was like, "Okay, all right, do
I,
you?"
I don't know who
Have your
came up
nice
with the
keep walking.
categories, and yeah, I'm not sure who came up with the categories, but thank you for confusing all of us. So, oh man. MK Pryor said that's funny because I'm gonna get some Chinese food after this. Do that, and one thing I want to say is Chinese food is freaking American food because I've been to China and it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. So I hope someday Chinese food will be considered American food too. But anyway, yes. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. Whenever anything Asian comes up, I get all like,
No.
I puff up 2 more or 3 more inches. I grow. Yeah, but speaking of which, that I felt that way with the DC and Marvel movies because there was not much representation of Asian Americans on there. But what did you guys think of the movies in terms of, how do they play out for you? Like DC versus Marvel versus the diversity, the writing. What do you guys think?
I think for the DC and I like both and I like watching both. I like that DC is finally putting other characters on stage other than Batman and Superman. And what I do wish though for Marvel, because they're still developing, they have so much going on. I do want to see other people of color and their heroes, on screen. So I think once they do that, I'll be like 100% satisfied with them. DC, they're just baby steps. They'll get there. They did have diversity and Suicide Squad, and my boyfriend's best friend actually, he was just like, well, Gal Gadot is Israeli, so technically that counts. And I was just kind of like, I guess it does, but I don't know. I kind of want to see more different. It's just more. That's it.
You hear that, Hollywood? More. No, seriously, I'd love to see more. I thought it was refreshing that what you call Harley Harley Quinn was I mean she was pretty badass in the Suicide Squad movie. I just didn't know with Katana. I was
Don't get me
like,
started on that again.
yeah. So, and also in Marvel, Civil War, that's Civil War. Was there Civil War with the what you call it, Storm? I really liked how Storm was shown. But
No,
Jubilee.
that's X-Men.
Oh, X-Men. Yes. Sorry, I'm mixing up everything. But X-Men. What you call it? Jubilee and Phoenix. Psylocke. Sorry, not Phoenix. Jubilee and Psylocke. I really was hoping to see more of them in the movie, and I was kind of disappointed. But Storm was pretty good. I liked her origin. That was pretty good. Are you guys more of a DC fan or a who does the movies better in your opinion? What do you know?
Okay, this is me. I know everybody hates when I say this. I thoroughly enjoyed the DC movies, with Well, not the one with the, what was it, Christian Bale? I didn't like that one because his voice was
Oh.
like crap. And yeah, I was like, okay.
The Dark Knight series.
Yeah, but the new one, what is it? I forgot it. Batman vs Superman, and then
Mm-hmm.
Cavill, Superman. I liked those movies. I thought they were entertaining. It had explosions and people flying and people dying. And with Marvel, you're more in depth. They're more lighthearted movies. It's owned by Disney. Got to be, for the kiddies too. But
True.
I like both, but I honestly prefer DC movies.
Wow.
I know. I'm strictly
Wow.
Marvel. DC sucks. Marvel is everything. But now I was like, I'm actually looking and comparing this. I think I enjoy myself more watching those long ass DC movies. Even though I hate sitting in the theater. I mean, I get my money's worth.
It's true. It's true. The soundtrack was on point for Batman versus Superman. I really enjoyed the soundtrack. Like DC has one or two many pauses for romance or this you have to see. It's kind of like, I don't know. I used to have a little cousin where we would play video games and she would pause everything she wanted me to check out, and I felt like that was how I was watching DC. Like, it was like, see that? Like, stop pausing stop pausing the game. I see it. Yeah.
I actually like the soundtrack for the DC movies better because I just got Suicide Squad's soundtrack last week, and yes, every time I get in my car, I listen to the soundtrack, and I love it. And before that, I was bumping the Batman vs Superman one. I like both of the movies. Like, I like both companies because it's just different perspectives on superheroes, and I kind of like that. I wish that Marvel would stop destroying New York City. I kind of like New York, but that's so I kind of like that. In DC, it's all like made up places, so I don't have to be like, they're gonna fuck up DC in this movie. They're gonna fuck up New York in this movie. Oh, there goes Chicago. Like,
nowhere is safe to live at all.
Strikes fear in your heart. Marvel, where is it safe to be?
Right. So, but I kind of like both. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle, and I kind of toe the line, I guess.
Well, you're in the middle. Kirsty's on DC, and I'm kind of like on Marvel's side. I like the pacing of Marvel and the humor that Marvel has. I laugh along the Marvel movies. With the exception of Deadpool. Deadpool's not Marvel at all, is it? It's DC, right?
That's Marvel.
Oh, that's Marvel? So, there you go.
Yeah, so it wasn't made by it was made by WB?
Well, no, it was made by Fox, but it's like they share rights to Deadpool. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I enjoy Marvel a little bit more than DC. Like Suicide Squad, I liked the movie. It was very, very beautiful. However, I felt I was more on a tour bus than a roller coaster. So it was kind of like, it was very beautiful. I was oohing and ahhing, but I didn't care. I just didn't care. I wanted to care so much, but I couldn't care. Like I saw Katana and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm confused by you. And then what's it when and then when Joker came, whatever, I was like, okay, that's nice. I didn't cheer. I was like, okay, cool. That was, I don't know. But both movie houses are competing and giving us their best. So I do appreciate both of them for giving us what they've been giving us. 2016 has been a very good comic book year. I wonder how long it's going to be until everyone gets sick of comic book movies.
2016 hasn't been good for literally anything else. But for comic books, it's a phenomenal year.
That's so true. Well, another movie that I saw that I really loved that I was telling you guys about is Tarzan. And if you can go see it, go see it because one, I love Alexander Skarsgård. I will watch him in anything, um, and he actually was a really good Tarzan.
Really?
And
I
Samuel L. Jackson in the movie too, so there's a plus.
okay. Okay, I wanted to see that movie, but I wasn't sure. Oh, I'm sorry, Cressy. Were you?
Oh no,
Okay.
sorry.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Lena, what? Because I wanted to see it, but I was on the fence. How good is it from 1 to 10? Just tell me.
In my opinion, it's 9.5.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be my homework. I'm gonna watch that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Margaret Robbie is in it. She's really good as Jane. I think that they had a decent because it's the legend of Tarzan. So it has its flashbacks and all that kind of stuff. But I think overall they did a good job. And there's jungle fighting. Who doesn't like jungle fighting? It's like
Jungle fighting.
right, yes, he's like literally fighting this ape in the movie, and I'm just like, oh no, he's gonna die, but then he's not because they're friends. So I'm like, it's a very interesting whole little story together, and I was just like, that's great. And then Samuel Jackson's character, like he could be not in the movie and it's still fine, but Samuel Jackson's character just reminded me because there's this one part when he's like running after Tarzan and he's like so tired and he hates life, and I can totally relate to that. So I'm like, oh, I hate running too.
Yeah.
So it's a really good movie though. I think it was put together great.
Really?
Jay Pryor says, "We know why it's 9.5 for you, Meow."
Like
he doesn't have his shirt off the whole time. He has the old-timey outfits a couple times. He has rags on. He changes a couple times, but I mean, I wasn't upset about him having his shirt off.
not upset at all. Not upset. No. That's cool. Well.
He also said, Superman, I can't swim with a kryptonite spear, but I can fly with a kryptonite spear. No, you're not supposed to notice that.
He's not buoyant. That's what it is. He's not buoyant.
Don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, that every time I see any pictures that have anything to do with Batman versus Superman, all I can think of is one word: Martha.
I'm still kind of confused about that part, but Henry. So it makes up for it.
Yeah. Just focus on Henry and it all goes away.
He could be wearing like a trash bag, and I'd be like, that was a good movie. He could be doing anything.
Yes. Oh, speaking of eye candy and movies, did you guys see Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and The Rock?
No, I did not see that.
This was a very lighthearted buddy cop movie. I had a free tickets with there's an app. If you have T-Mobile, there's an app like every Tuesday they give you something free, right? And so it had something with Fandango that was just giving out free tickets. I didn't believe it at first, so we just tried it because it would expire in 72 hours or 48 hours. So you had to get these ticket vouchers off the Fandango site just so you can use it. So I did it with my husband, and there was nothing like we were looking at the movies like, oh, what can we see? And Central Intelligence was there, so like, okay, let's watch this. It was pretty good. If I didn't have those free tickets, I probably wouldn't have seen it, but it was actually pretty good. Those two get along. Like those two, they play off each other real well. Like, it was really lighthearted and pretty funny. So but yeah, The Rock, very, very, I give that movie a 9.5 too. So.
And that is why it's so sad. Oh, go ahead, Cassie.
I fell asleep during halfway, and I'm kind of mad. And I don't want to watch it again just to like get to the point. But
okay.
From everything that I saw, it was a good movie.
Okay.
And The Rock is pretty,
Pretty.
It's pretty, pretty.
yeah. So, I give it like a 9.5. But I did fall asleep. I'm pregnant. I apologize. Things happen.
Yeah, it's a light. It's not much action filled. It's a light-hearted comedy. A lot of it is banter and flashbacks. So I could understand. There's not enough explosions to keep. I mean, compared to the comic book movies, this was like explosion free. You know what I mean? So
It's like more comedy.
yeah, more comedy than anything. Yeah. Uh, which whoa. Okay, so all right. Wow. So this here needs to be removed.
That comment. That's why I was like,
Okay, YouTube world. I cannot. I cannot. I struggle multitasking. I was like, oh wow. But yes, this is a fangirl love zone.
Not
And
that much love.
not
though.
that much love. So yes, we're more yeah, so
Everything's platonic here.
yes. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. Okay.
Spice the life.
Anyway, if you missed that, that's good. So, but good thing is, YouTube has some really good controls on the chat. So thank you, YouTube, for having us be able to control what people can and can't say to us. Oh, now we got somebody. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Like, right when you hear some drama, huh?
Head out of the bushes.
Yeah, someone was being dumb and said something dumb too. That's the thing though. That's harassment. My gosh, like, wow. I carry pepper spray with me everywhere just in case something like that happens to me in real life. Be like, like just serious. Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I'm getting contraction.
Oh. Woo. 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 Yeah, so if y'all didn't know, Krusty is almost done 3D printing, and we are very excited for, we have lovingly dubbed Baby Khan? Khan!
Baby Krusty. Baby Khan.
Yes. Oh, man. Okay, well, that was lovely. Anyway. Dudes, if you ever want to be in the graces of the opposite sex, or just in the graces of anyone, generally, please be respectful. That's all we ask, right? So,
Yes.
okay, PSA over. Oh
Don't fly into somebody's DMs like that.
Right.
Do you guys have to deal with like stuff like that on a regular when you're gaming? Because I used to deal with that a lot when I used to be on Xbox Live. I know this is totally off topic.
That's the worst, but
Yeah, just take it in stride.
it happens.
Yeah, and see, this is the power and beauty of women. Something like that happens, we laugh it off, and then we just go back to whatever. So, okay, any movies? Question: any movies that you wish you could burn?
Ooh. I have two right off the top of my head. Three. A lot. The first one is it's an old movie, Ultraviolet and Electra.
I like that movie.
I hated both of them. Ultraviolet because I was just like, okay, how are you, like, you go through the whole movie not getting hit or hurt or scathed by all this crazy stuff that's happened to you, and just one little blow and you're like down for the count. I'm like, girl, you better get up. Stop. But Electra just I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said it was her kryptonite.
Apparently.
It happens.
Not that fast. It shouldn't have. But I think those are the only two that I'm just really like. I wish I could get my life back and my $7 because back then, movies were $7. So I think that's it though. I can't think of anything else.
Mine would be Pulp Fiction. Garbage boo boo movie.
Wow.
It's my life. I want to get it back.
Wow. Wow. First Zelda.
No, Zelda was that was later.
Oh, it was, yeah, I was just talking about like this is your both of you guys. You're like F the institution. This is my opinion. That's awesome. Like wow.
Yeah,
Why Pulp Fiction? Why? I love that movie. Why?
I was just watching it and I'm just like, oh, okay. All this like random stuff happening. I'm just like, okay. And then it's like it's chopped up and I'm just like, okay. I can't get into it. I mean, even the ones old Sammy Jackson, I was like, okay, I like Sammy. And then even his roles, I was just like, okay. I don't know. It was garbage. Sorry.
I can just picture you in the theater just saying that one word the whole entire.
No. I just saw the movie. Like,
you just saw it?
I've never seen it. Yeah, so I'm kind of upset that I wasted my life watching that movie when I could have been doing so many other things. I could have been eating ice cream or playing video games. But instead, I'm sitting here like, okay, Netflix. Why?
Oh my gosh, it's a classic. Oh my goodness.
I love it. I will say I can do without the scene with Bruce Willis in the cab. I always fast forward past that part because if I watch that part, I fall asleep because just no. But my heart. But I think I feel I did the same thing to you guys with Zelda, so I think all of us get one.
What about you, Matt?
I mentioned it earlier. Baby's Day Out. I saw that with that movie. Do not watch that movie. It's about a baby day out and not dying. How did this baby not die? I don't know. Like if a baby crawls into a construction site, that'd have been done for the baby. The baby's day is gone. But no, it was just so awful. I mean, that was like below. Like I don't even know that movie shouldn't even have been on video. I mean that was.
God, I remember this movie. It's so bad.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean like horrible. Yeah. Recently, what was a movie I didn't like so much? I can't think of one right now. I think I still got Ghostbusters in my head. Like there's a scene in Ghostbusters that has to do with like mannequins, and I got one now too in my room. So I mean it's like it's really I'm pretty
You talking about the mannequins, the Lights Out one? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, there's a scene in Ghostbusters with mannequins.
Oh, okay.
And now I have one too. So yeah, I'm like a super fan. Yeah, I'm just mad that it didn't make enough money for Hollywood to say to give it a sequel. There may be an animated series, but not enough to have a sequel, which I wish there was a sequel because there was a lot of cameos in it. I mean, there was a ton of cameos in that movie. Going back to Pulp Fiction, though, did you know that movie was edited by a lady? And she edited most of Quentin Tarantino's movies until she passed away, unfortunately. Sally Menke, she edited that movie. Is it Tarantino's films that just kind of set you off, or is it just that particular movie, Krusty?
I can't really say. I just saw Kill Bill 2. Well, Kill Bill as well, not Kill Bill 2. And I think the only one I remember is Django. Is that a Quentin movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything else. Django was good. It had Jamie Foxx in it, and I like me some Jamie Foxx, so that was a win-win. Oh, and it had dang, what's the woman's name? Scandal.
Kerry Washington.
Yes, she was pretty good.
I love
movie.
Kerry
She is
Washington.
amazing. But other than that, I don't really. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's known for making some weird movies or something. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I was really surprised to find out that Sally Menke was behind up until 2010. She edited all of his movies. Like she was the editor. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, cool. So I didn't know that, because a lot of times I think women aren't. Maybe it's just because I'm jaded or whatever. I just don't think. I don't assume that we are the movers and shakers, so much. And just to see that she was the main editor, like she was the editor for these movies. So a lot of them being classic films that Krusty hates, was, it was surprising. Is there any other? Do you know any other movers and shakers aside from like behind the scenes, in front of the scenes? Anybody that we could, give a shout out to for making it out in the industry?
We just said, Kerry Washington, who was the star of Scandal, but, I would say Shonda Rhimes is a mover and shaker just because the way she writes and, the TV shows that she's producing. Like, she does Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder, which, love that show. If you guys haven't seen How to Get Away with Murder, oh my gosh. Like, I'm at the end of my seat all the time.
Really?
That one. Unfortunately.
You couldn't get into it?
No, and I really wanted to. I don't know, maybe it has like a whole bunch of lawyer stuff. Maybe I'm just not smart enough for the show.
It's just, I think it's just because it's a wild fucking show. Like, we watched the season 2. Now I will only watch it on Netflix, so I won't watch it when it's like on TV because I can't wait another week until no, I just can't do that to myself. I need to binge it. And it's a wild story. Wild. I'll give it a second chance, but I was just looking at it and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. You feel like that until like it's like all this stuff going on, and then you get the episode that puts it all together and you're just like well, that's how I was anyway. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's how I was, and I was like, oh man, oh man, yeah.
That's cool when a show just engages you like that, when it just grabs you. I love it when stuff grabs you. Yes.
And who's another one? Mindy King. I don't know how to say her last name right. Kaling.
I think it's Kaylin.
She does the, what I'm talking about, she does the Mindy Project.
Yes.
I love her. She's a writer on a lot of shows and stuff, and a lot of people don't know that, but yeah. Like, she was a writer for The Office for the longest.
Okay.
And I was, like, you just think she's like that quirky girl that has the super crush on the guy that don't want her, but she actually did a lot of writing behind the scenes, and I thought that was pretty awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, I like her shows. She's very funny. And even though it's now on Hulu, I feel like because they're on Hulu, they get away with much more. Like, some of the content is more risque, and I was like, ooh. Like, I still watch it. We got MK Pryor saying the never-ending story, the wolf scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. Can't stand Scarface, paid in full, and shooters. Whoa!
Scarface. It was garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I have Scarface. I'll probably watch it only if, like, I'm incredibly drunk. But
Wow.
It's one of those movies.
It is for me. I'm just like, okay.
I could just picture a whole bunch of fanboys out there going, and then MK Pryor also said Star Wars Episode 2 Clone Wars, first Star Wars movie I ever fell asleep on ever. Okay, and then the Blood Rain movie, and then there's
movie?
I don't know. I never heard of Blood Rain. And then there's a Ghostbusters versus Transformers coming up. Really, really.
What?
Is that for real? Let me see. And then let's see here. And then as long as she's cool with Desperado, I'm good. Desperado. Did anyone see Desperado?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's kind of like I want to say it's like a Western. And, you know, well, it's not Angelina. It's Antonio Banderas goes around, and he's like this badass shooting stuff up.
Sounds like every movie.
Yeah, it does sound like every movie. But it's like...
Every movie that he's in, that's all he does. Let me see. Desperado.
Yeah. That's kind of like Angelina Jolie, too, right? She always has a gun in her hand.
Yeah.
Always.
Gun. Featuring Angelina Jolie.
So, Tomb Raider, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know?
Basically.
If you see like guns and lips, you know, like
Oh God. That's basically it. No, I'm pretty sure that's just her job criteria.
Yeah, pretty much.
For other women, and you know, in the background, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Wachowskis, would they count?
I would say they count now. I like what they do. Like, they're great storytellers and directors.
And Sense8, the show, I just finished it today, actually, and God, it was so amazing.
I have that on my queue. I need to finish. I watched the first episode, and I never went back to watch more. And I'm just terrible.
It took me like 3 episodes to get in. But after that, I was just like, oh, yes, please.
Oh, hey, Raul said in the chats, y'all gonna make me change my schedule for this. Aw, thanks, Raul. Oh, thank you. Well, I don't want you get in trouble, but yeah, if you can change your schedule, hey, you know, if you want to be on the show, let us know. We'll put you on too. Say, well, I don't know, is Raul a girl, a lady? Is Raul a lady?
No.
Oh, dang, never mind then, unless you want to Tyler Perry that, so, hey.
Oh, gosh.
First episode of our show, all these guys in the chat, I totally was just default. Everybody was a lady. I'm sorry. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, I'm in food. Okay, sorry.
It's like, apologies down the line. I'm sorry, Fallen Marvel. I'm sorry. No, everybody. Yeah. Oh, hey, Brian. Oh, you know what? I might know this person in person. Hey, say hi to Tasha. Hi. So,
Tasha being okay. I don't know who Tasha is. She should be on the show.
I know. She's pretty cool. What else? Oh, what? Jeez, I just keep. I don't mean to interrupt you guys. I just.
No.
So I mean, movers and shakers. Shonda Rhimes. Anybody else? We got Sally Mankey, who is no longer with us. Shonda Rhimes, who's kicking ass currently, which is good. Would Angelina Jolie be counted as one because she's like a humanitarian? I don't know.
Yeah, she's so active, I thought, right?
Yeah, I think actually she has picked up more directing work.
Yeah.
So I would count her as one.
Yeah.
And who is it? Michelle Yeoh she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Memoirs of a Geisha.
Yes.
And all that. And she's a writer and a producer as well.
Oh,
so she does acting. Not only is she like, if I see her in anything, like if I'm just walking by, like that's how I started watching Marco Polo, and I was just like, oh, now I have to watch this because she's in it. But she's in the second season. And so if I see her in anything, I'll just stop and watch. Like she gets me like that. I don't know why. She's just awesome. So.
Really? Memoirs of a Geisha is one of my favorite movies, and I will watch anything with her in it.
Really? Mm-hmm. You know, I could, maybe I'm just a bad Asian. I never seen that movie. Was it that good? Was it good? Was it
I
good?
say watch it. It's really good.
Okay. All right.
Good.
You
It has
might-
some parts that gets me like, but it's good.
Yeah, I saw a parody with Bobby Lee where he dressed up as a geisha.
Oh,
That's as close as I got to seeing that movie. But I'll look for it and I'll watch it.
the book is also a good read too. Like
Really?
I've read the book probably like 3 times, but I've also watched the movie like probably at least 10 times. So both are really good.
This is cool. So okay, so I got homework. I got Memoirs of a Geisha and Tarzan with Shirt Off. This is what I wrote down. So
And not Pulp Fiction.
and
Not off forever.
So, what movies are we looking forward to that's coming up?
oh yeah. Look at the silence.
I don't know any movie. Ooh, a new Harry Potter movie that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm looking forward to the Harry Potter movie. I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
People don't like Benedict Cumberbatch because I mean I guess he's pretty plain, but I love his voice. Like I could just listen to him talk all day.
He looks like the bottom of a foot. I'm sorry, Bennett. I'm sorry, Bennett. Cumberbatch, but it's true.
Krusty keeping it real. I love it.
Every time my friends are like, "Oh my God, he's just so beautiful," and I'm like, "Where?" I'm sorry if I offend you. Like, we're gonna have like 3 less people watching now. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't think he's like the bee's knees, but I really like his voice. I really like the voice. Oh goodness, Krusty. Oh goodness, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Sorry.
You know what? As fangirls, we didn't mention Star Trek. Did you guys see Star Trek at all?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Okay, I missed that one. I got to see that one too. I missed that one.
I loved it, and I'm about to go off the rails for a second because another person whose voice I love, and I just also love looking at him, is Idris Elba. And
Ooh, child.
yes. So just go see the movie. He don't have his shirt off. He has clothes on, but I'm okay with that too.
That's fine. It's still acceptable.
Yes, and you know, in the movie, he's like this alien guy monster character. His character is really complex, but he did a great job.
Well, see, I didn't even know it was Idris in the beginning when he was, talking and doing this character. I'm like, this character freaking sucks. This is annoying. He's ugly. And then when they took all the mask and stuff off, I was like, oh, this is my favorite character.
No, when he first showed up, and I'm sitting there with my boyfriend. I grabbed his arm, and he's just like, "It's not scary. Like, what's going on with you?" And I was just like, "No, it's Idris." He's just like, "No, it's not. Like, calm down." And then, of course, when they get further in the movie and they show the picture, he's just like, "Well, damn."
I didn't even know, and I thought I knew everything going into this movie. Until I was like, oh, this character sucks. Until
He didn't make you hate him, though. He wasn't like a nice, happy character, at all. He made you hate him.
So I guess that's good acting. I absolutely hated a man that I love. So.
Yeah, that's what makes him a good actor. Okay, so M.K. Pryor is like, I thought this was a PG show, ladies.
Oops.
Speaking of movies coming up, Raul said The Accountant. The Accountant. That sounds exciting. I'm just kidding. I don't know. The Accountant. He's that Rose Money, and then what else in the chat here? MK Pryor said, "Boo, Medea Christmas," just because it actually looks hilarious.
Oh my
gosh. Is that really a thing? You're not invited back. You can't sit with us.
Tyler Perry made a whole, career off of, man, I don't know.
Got my me, so I can't really talk.
I do like some of them, but Medea and these.
Yes. I'm just like, every time I see these Medea movies, I'm just like, why? And it's always like my old women family members that watch it all the time, every time.
And then Raoul, Fantastic Beasts, and Where to Find Them, and Jack Preacher 2. Yeah. So, okay.
I do want to see Jack Preacher 2. Even though I don't know what's going on with Tom Cruise these days, but whatever.
Yeah, well, he's working. I haven't really seen him since Tropic Thunder. That yeah, that's the last time I really saw it.
He was actually really good in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen it all the way through.
Oh my gosh. Do this. Watch a bunch of Iggy Azalea. Like what? Watch a whole bunch of Iggy Azalea music videos, and then watch Tropic Thunder. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Do it that way.
Okay. Oh God.
You're Australian. Be Australian.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, also, Assassin's Creed comes out in a couple months, and I'm looking forward to that too.
Do you guys play the video game?
I have only played. Well, I've watched my boyfriend play a bunch of them, my brother play, and I've only played Assassin's Creed Liberation, which I was just like, oh, Black Girl Assassin, gotta play it. So.
Hey.
And then it corrupted my computer, and I took it off and I haven't played it again. So.
I watched Darian, my husband, play it because like I said, I suck at 3D anything. So yeah, so I liked watching him play it. I tried playing it and I 3D is not my life. So, yeah. But yeah, cool. Tom, MK Pryor said Tom is the new lead for the reboot for the Mummy series and other monster movies. No mention of he's playing as Van Helsing. So
wait, why is there another Mummy movie?
I don't know if they're gonna reboot those. I'm not sure. Are they?
Oh, yeah. I hope not. Who asked for that?
Yeah, I was fine with the with the other one.
The Mummy fan club, I guess. I don't know.
So. Well, somebody's gonna watch it. It's not gonna be me. Somebody will.
Yeah, it's not gonna be me either because The Rock isn't gonna be in it.
Yeah, that's true.
If The Rock is in something, most likely 9.5%, 9.5. Yeah, I'll 90.5, 99.5. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. So,
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah. So, ladies, we made it to our hour. It's already 8:04. I really appreciate this. This is great. I got homework. I know what to see. I know what movies to avoid. I want to see Pulp Fiction again now, just because of your awesome review, Krusty. So yeah.
It's the bane of my
life. I love it.
But I have homework too.
Yes. Ghostbusters YouTube, please. Yes. I want to know what you think. But yeah, thank you for joining us. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thumbs up it. If you have any suggestions that are respectful, please respectful. YouTube chat community, comments community can kind of be a lively one. But if you have anything that's supportive, constructive, please say it. If it's not supportive or constructive, maybe try not to say it. So yeah.
We're not running a dating service here, people. Yeah. We don't. Everything's platonic.
Exactly.
Everything's platonic.
Exactly. We're here every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. Is that right? No, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Pacific. So Mountain Time, I'm confused by you, but yes, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Mountain Time isn't really a thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And check out our what you call it, our parent group, Culture Junkies. Those are the guys that talk about everything under the sun.
Mhm.
They're you can see us there once in a while or all the time, whichever, on their show. And they'll be on this channel every Tuesday at 7 p.m. 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, and 4:30 Pacific.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so this is Nanette signing off. Thanks, guys. Uh, I guess we can say goodbye, yeah?
Good
Thank
night, everybody
you.
out there. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
watching.
watching.